we convince ourselves that there's nothing secret, there's nothing hidden. I see everything. What I see is what I get. I don't see God. I don't see miracles. I don't see light. And I don't see direction. And then that can turn into a certain skepticism, which can in turn evolve into a cynicism and an apathy and an indifference to the point, you know what, my life is fine. Is it really fine? Not necessarily, but it's comfortable. And many people would rather choose a comfort zone than the truth. If you could be comfortable and it's not true, or you can be true and it's not comfortable, which one would most people choose? I know people would like to say, I would always choose the path of truth, but that's not necessarily the case. Because the fact of the matter is, comfort zones are very powerful. So now the comfort zone comes into play, and the comfort zone is essentially a force that just feeds into our own self-destructive stuff. And this comfort zone, I'd rather be comfortable. Which also leads us to another situation where people don't like confrontation and don't want to rock the boat, don't want to change the status quo. All that feeds into, so let's leave it as is. The fact that the status quo is not really a healthy one. The status quo is one where we're not really growing and we're not looking at ourselves and not looking at another person, but everybody's comfortable. This leads to what some people would call, what Thoreau calls, a life of quiet desperation. Most men lead a life of quiet desperation, with emphasis on the word quiet. There's desperation, you really feel desperate, you feel things aren't working. That's already a good thing, because at least you're uncomfortable. But quiet desperation is you begin to resign yourself into your life situation where you say, you know what, this is who I am, this is who my spouse is, this is the other circumstances of my life. I don't know if you call yourself a victim of circumstances, but somewhat giving in, resigning to the fact that this is it. And the fact that I don't see clearly, or my significant other or close people around me don't see clearly, it's who wants to fight anymore? Stick to the comfort zone. Now, I'm not here to make anybody uncomfortable, or actually I try to, but it doesn't always work. Like they say, you want to make miserable people happy and happy people miserable. Maybe that's not the right put it. Make comfortable people uncomfortable and uncomfortable people comfortable. Maybe that's a better way to put it. Because the fact of the matter is, yes, many people will live out their lives and not actualize their potential and not even realize how much they're missing and how much they don't see. There are people who will remain blind